Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into
Alfa Romeo, a brand with a history. Under this brand for many years are produced expensive racing cars, the country producer of which is Italy. The company appeared in the early XX century at the dawn of the automobile industry and was called in those distant times Società Anonima Italiana Derek by the name of the founder Frenchman. The first cars did not sell out as quickly as desired. The company passed into the hands of a new owner and received the name Alfa as an abbreviation of Anonima Lombarda Fabbrica Automobili. In order to promote its products, the board of directors decided to exhibit samples at races, a move that brought fame to both the drivers and Alfa. Production was completely reoriented to racing cars, and there were already some worthy developments, but the First World War stopped the successful campaign. The company was taken over by Alfa Romeo, who, incidentally, added his name to the brand and turned the course to military equipment, as well as focused on the production of railroad trains. Nevertheless, either common sense or good advisors suggested to him that it would be worth to resume production of racing cars. Thus, in 1920, the Alfa cars again announced themselves and took prizes in races. Success accompanied the firm for about 10 years, and then it went bankrupt as a result of inept management. The company Alfa Romeo received good financial support from the Italian defense industry, but when the contracts expired, it turned out that in other areas the firm did not succeed enough to support itself. In the 30s, the company was saved by Benito Mussolini, taking it under the aegis of the state. Alfa began to sell cars throughout Europe and successfully competed with German brands. Ferrari himself used the products of Alfa Romeo before creating his own series of cars. The Second World War again obliged the company to turn to the military theme, as well as to hide the most successful racing samples from the eyes of the Allies, who would certainly take them to Germany. Read also what functions the idle speed solenoid valve performs, how it works, and its characteristic faults. The company made a big breakthrough after the war when it attracted the chief engineer from the Porsche factory. Combining the achievements of the German and Italian automobile industry bore fruit, and the firm safely conquered the top of the racing Olympus. Until the 80s, the management changed several times, and it cost Alfa Romeo independence. It was bought out by Fiat Group, which includes the brand to this day. A tangled history of successes and failures, endless changes of owners and activities, as well as the transfer of plants has led to the fact that now many people do not even know the place of actual production of cars. Alfa Romeo, the plant in Milan. The first Alfa Romeo plant in the suburbs of Milan, where other automobile companies' workshops were also based, opened at the beginning of the last century. Here were produced such models as Alfa 15, 12 and 24 HP, the Alfa Romeo 20 to 30 HP, Alfa Romeo G1, RL, RM, Alfa Romeo 6 to 8C, Mata, Giulietta. The plant was considered the main plant until 1962. Then production was moved to Arezzo, but it continued to operate until the late 60s as an auxiliary plant. The Arezzo plant, the second and largest plant of the company, which produced not only cars, but also engines for them, and produced the following models of Alfa Romeo: the Giulia GT, the Alfetta, Nova Giulietta, Alfa-6. After taking ownership of Alfa Romeo, Fiat Group continued to use this plant for a while, and then moved production, leaving only the engine assembly shop. As soon as they were no longer relevant, the plant closed down altogether, putting several hundred people out of work and triggering strikes. The Italian government still hasn't figured out how to dispose of the huge territory, and it has turned into ruins. Only part of it is open for visitors to the Alfa Romeo Museum. Read also where cherry cars are produced, the factory in Pomigliano d'Arco. It was also built at the time when Alfa Romeo was an independent company, in 1968. From the assembly line were produced such models as Alfa Sud, the Giardinetta, the Alfa Sud Sprint, the Sport Wagon, Arna. 7 years ago, the plant stopped producing Alfa Romeo cars and started producing Fiats. The plant in Turin. The plant Mirafiori belongs to the company Fiat since the 30s of the last century and is one of the largest in Italy. Since 2011, Alfa Romeo cars of the latest models are also produced there. Competition. Mito. Due to financial problems, the company almost lost this plant, but managed to defend it. The plant in Piedmont San Germano. It also belongs to the Fiat Group and is a modern automobile manufacturing complex, but more compact than in Turin. From its assembly line came down such models of Alfa Romeo as Stelvio, the Giulietta. The plant in Modena. This factory belongs to the firm Maserati, and it assembles the model Alfa Romeo 4C, which is a joint brainchild of designers Maserati and Fiat. It is a two-seater sports speed car for rich buyers, with a great design and technical characteristics. Factory in South Africa. In the 1960s, Alfa Romeo opened a factory in South Africa in East London. It was very profitable at the time and helped spread the products far beyond one continent. Production flourished until the 80s, when Europe and the Republic of South Africa had a period of mutual claims. They had to not just close the plant, but to liquidate all expensive equipment in order not to pay duties. Plant in Argentina. This plant belonged to the American businessman John Kaiser, who in 1960 to 1962 actively cooperated with Alfa Romeo and undertook the production of the Empire model. Subsequently, the plant became the property of the Republic of Argentina by decree of Juan Perón. In conclusion, the production of Alfa Romeo cars showcases the brand's rich heritage and commitment to excellence across various countries. With plants strategically located in Italy, Poland, and beyond, Alfa Romeo continues to blend traditional craftsmanship with modern technology. This global presence not only enhances the brand's ability to meet diverse market demands, but also reinforces its reputation for quality and performance. As Alfa Romeo moves forward, it remains dedicated to innovation while honoring its storied past, ensuring that each vehicle embodies the spirit of Italian automotive artistry. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Alfa Romeo production.